I was sitting in my DC group house that I had found off of Craigslist, scrolling through Facebook when I see it. Rockin' Row, a dance party for reproductive freedom. Pro-choice prom. And I knew I had to go for 2 reasons. One, I had actually missed my junior prom in high school because I had won an essay contest about what patriotism means to me. And they flew me and a bunch of other nerds out to Philadelphia to learn about our founding fathers the same weekend as my junior prom, so I didn't get to go. The second reason I had to go to pro-choice prom is that if you haven't gathered, I grew up in a really conservative community in Southeast Louisiana. I had a high school teacher call women's rights advocates feminazis. I had a middle school teacher seat a boy next to every girl so that they could help us with our math. I had a male teacher tell me that if I had sex before marriage, I would be a used car and no man would want to drive me. But I was no longer in Louisiana. I was in a progressive East Coast city of Washington, D.C. And I realized now was my chance to find the radical feminist community that I had always been looking for. So I go ahead and I buy 2 tickets to pro-choice prom because if pop culture has taught me anything, you have to take a date to prom. And so I invite my new boyfriend to go with me. He is working as a freelance journalist in Baltimore. He is 6 feet tall, classically handsome, big full beard, blue eyes, just takes up a lot of space in any room he's in. But he is a feminist ally and a good sport, and so he agrees to be my date to pro-choice prom. So we dress in our finery, and we roll into the event, and we are greeted by a sea of sparkly women. I immediately notice that my boyfriend is maybe one of a handful of men in the room, but it's fine because he's an ally. So we continue into the event. Everything is decked out in pink. There is an all-female punk rock band playing on stage. You can take photos holding signs saying, "My body, my choice." You could sign up to canvas with Planned Parenthood. It is a great event, and we are having a fantastic time. So eventually, everyone's attention is drawn up to the stage, and the MC announces that they're going to crown 2 pro-choice prom queens. And so in the spirit of radical egalitarianism, they're going to do this by just drawing names out of the hat of attendees. So she draws the first name, and she reads out, Sarah Brown. And Sarah makes her way to the stage, and she is elegant. She holds her head high, and she tells us this amazing story about how she has overcome violence and abuse, and how she is so grateful to be with us tonight at this event with her loving and supportive girlfriend. And the crowd bursts into applause. We are all cheering on Sarah, and I am feeling fantastic, and I'm thinking, wow, like I finally did it. This is the community that I've been looking for my whole life. I found it. Then it's time to crown the second pro-choice prom queen. So the MC draws another name out of the hat and reads out Jamie Lee. And everyone is clapping, looking around for Queen Jamie, and I turn my head to the left and look at my boyfriend. Jamie Lee, he looks startled, but before either of us really know what's happening, he's making his way to the stage. And as Jamie climbs the steps, the applause in the room abruptly dies down. Jamie is standing on stage with his neatly trimmed beard in the suit he insisted on wearing, as the MC hesitantly puts a crown on his head. The air is sticky with tension. It becomes obvious that crowning a man to rule over feminist pro-choice prom was not really in the plan for the evening. And I just want to tell everyone, no, like he's one of the good ones. He just signed up to canvas with Planned Parenthood. Like, go talk to them. Or, like, when we met at a bar a few months ago, instead of giving me his phone number, he gave me his email address. Any man who socially emails is not a threat to the feminist cause. But I can't say that to any of them. And Jamie comes off stage real quick, and we think, okay, well, that was weird, but at least it's over. Until the MC announces that there will be a dance for the 2 prom queens. Jamie is panicking, but lucky for him, I have an idea. I grab him by the lapels of his suit and I say, "You have to abdicate the throne." Jamie looks confused, but I explain, there's no way you can continue to take up space at this event. This is what you need to do. I prepare him a beautiful speech. I tell him exactly what to say. I prep him, I make sure he's feeling good, and I send him back on stage. Jamie gets back on stage and asks the MC for the mic, and she just looks at him like, "You asshole." Like, what more do you want from us? But she gives him the mic, and Jamie then delivers the speech, and he says, "I recognize that this event tonight is not meant to celebrate me as a man. I want to make sure we're celebrating the women who are here tonight. And so I want to abdicate the throne, and I want to give my crown to my fellow prom queen's girlfriend who's here with her tonight and let them have the dance." The crowd goes wild with applause. A few minutes ago, this man might as well have been Mitch McConnell on stage. And suddenly he's being lauded as this feminist icon. People are taking photos with him. People are buying him drinks. He is eating it up. And I'm in the background fuming. Because that was my fucking speech. I saved him. I made him a hero. And he didn't mention that to anyone. And that is when I learned you can leave your conservative Southern hometown. You can move to an ultra-progressive East Coast city. You can attend feminist pro-choice prom. And a man will still take credit for your idea.